Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we analyze Algorand and its token ALGO. None of the content financial advice. Right now, the price of ALGO token is at around 8 cents. It sits at a key level over here. This is the level where it found some sort of support in 2023. Again, the bear market for Algorand never stopped to exist since that 2021 November rally. Even in 2024, 2025, the highs for ALGO were nowhere close to the levels established in 2020-2021 time period. Even at the launch, the price was at around $3. Now it's at 8 cents. Nonetheless, again, as this token still garners significant attention as a individual crypto related narrative. Right now, what we need to see is at least a rally, again, not financial advice, to 11 cents. That would be the rally to the 20-week simple moving average. If it gets rejected at that level, then there might be some further downsides, as the price right now is if technically speaking slightly lower than what it was in 2023. Now we are not even halfway through the year 2026, and the price is lower than this white line over here. That should have been the primary level of support at 8 cents. As this price is if this price, as and when this white line as the support price gets broken down, these would be new lows, because price has never traded the ALGO price has never traded below that 8 cents level. So let's say what this bear market let's see what this bear market has it in store. How low can the price go? If in the future, if the price goes to the 50-week simple moving average, right now that would be a rally more than 2x. After the market cycle bottom, from that eventual market cycle bottom, the price action in the last bear market, after that price action went sub 10 cents level for a brief period of time. The price did go to 60 cents, so that was roughly speaking a 6x. So again, although these cryptos are somewhat becoming more and more irrelevant with respect to the market share of Bitcoin, and comparison of their relative market share, uh, it's getting down and going lower and lower with time. Nonetheless, due to the volatile nature of the asset class, from the bottom to the market cycle peak, the rallies are still significant and have been significant, even though in the last bull market we did not get any alt season. That did not stop ALGO from making a 6x from that bottom to that eventual peak in December 2024. So what if something similar were to happen in the next cycle? If we go and try to identify where ALGO is with respect to the current price and the time weighted average price for the longest period of time, price action, this white line, which is the time weighted average price, has offered significant resistance even in the December 2024 rally. That price action got sold off at the time weighted average price. Back then the time weighted average price was 49 cents. Now it's at around 43 cents. So if the peak from cycle to cycles are lower, with that caveat that there isn't a significant alt season in any time soon, then that 43 cents would be a ultimate level of resistance for ALGO. With respect to where the price as a comparison of assets in the asset class, the crypto asset class, the portfolio builder tool helps identify the risk versus reward since January 2021 using volatility, alpha, beta, Sortino, and percent drawdown to identify what has been the annualized return. Unfortunately, ALGO falls in this danger zone where the returns are negative, that is negative 10%. You can see from January 2021 perspective, even before that bull run kind of took off, the price in January was at around 49 cents, 49 cents. Towards the end of the December, it was close to 42 cents. Now it's at around 8 cents. So year to date ROI return has been negative 10%, volatility 97%. So that means it's in the danger zone compared to the gem zone over here, which is typically comprised of assets which have a positive return, such as, for example, Bitcoin year over year return since 2021. Although this lackluster bull market behind us, the ROI was positive 20%, volatility only 53%. ETH kind of jumps in and out of the gem zone, where the return is from that 2021 January perspective is positive 15%, but there is a volatility of 71%. Algorand has much more volatility, which could be a great thing for trading, but if the returns are negative year over year, that means holding this asset has provided a significant frustration, and as and when the returns go into the positive territory, it would take some time to average out the impact of the last 5 years having negative return to back into that positive territory if and when that happens. The overall composite risk score based composite risk score based rating is again for these assets which are in the green zone, typically a great normalized risk to reward. Algo falls in this towards the end of this orange territory, where the composite score based risk for holding algo is almost 0.6 or 60%, whereas for decent assets such as Bitcoin over here is less than 40%. That's why in the recommendation market cap weighted gem hunter per portfolio recommendation, algo does not feature in this list, as one would expect due to its negative returns. Nonetheless, to identify where the price action could go in that regression based bottoming pattern, right now the price action, this mathematically derived fair value using polynomial regression related analysis has suggested that the fair value for algo, which is going down with time as the price is making newer lows and lower highs, is at around 10 cents. So right now price action in the bear market is undervalued, as one would expect. How low can it go? The first stop, if there is a major downturn in the later half of 2026, 5 cents would be one stop for algo to watch for. If there is a panic drop, then the price action could do something much worse at around 2.5 cents. So from the current price action, a drop to 4 cents would be, roughly speaking, a 50% drawdown, and then 2 cents would be more than 60% drawdown. So right now, basing off where the next lows could come for algo, looking at 5.5 cents would be my guess using regression based models. If we were to identify using machine learning based model, let's say there is using this time series forecasting based machine learning based model, the bear case, let's say there is 2 more months of bearishness in the remainder of 2026, then the support level for that non-panic drop for algo is between 8 cents to, let's say, somewhere slightly under 6 cents, between 6 cents and 8 cents. That's the level. If we get more than 3 to 4 months out downturn, then the 5 cents level could come into play, as this would suggest, and slightly lower than 5 cents would be the non-panic scenario for algo in the next 6 months. One could argue, as the rallies were so insignificant in 2024 and 2025, the panic case does not manifest, because if a asset has not rallied in the bull run, it has potentially less drawdown in the bear market. The panic scenario is at around less than closer to 3.5 cents. So that's the panic scenario for algo. The non-panic scenario, and again, panic should ideally last only 3 months, not full 6 months. So again, all of this converges to somewhere between 5.5 cents and 6 cents at a panic case bottom. And if we go by an estimated bear market bottom for algo, using our own estimated bear market bottom analyzer, this points to the base bear case is already behind us, which was 13 cents. The drop is much significant than that 13 cents that was predicted a long time ago. the panic case is now 6 cents and the worst case scenario is 5 cents. Trying to trying to conclude on a hopeful note, um, rather than on all, everything doom and gloom. This is the bull case analyzer. If let's say 2026 bottoms out decently, 2027 is a good recovery, and 2028 if we go into that bullish mode, the base peak forecasted for ALGO using the same risk based models, but instead of predicting a bottom, these are predicting a top. um, Base top peak for ALGO for the next bull run is somewhere between 73 and 76 with a midpoint at 75 cents, which right now from the current price is roughly speaking 8 to 9x of the current price. So if ALGO manages to survive the bear market and makes a slightly better high than, again not an all-time high, but slightly better high than the 2024 high, which is always theoretically possible, considering the fundamentals of the project, and if the adoption, if that kind of occurs in the next 2 to 3 years, then that's roughly speaking a 9x of the current price. With that, I would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.